Hey, hi, welcome. Thank you very much for coming through. So I'm asking you to like the live, make sure that you share the live. How was your day? Also, please don't forget to tell us where you're watching us from. Welcome to our tonight's show. I'm so excited. All right, so we are looking at Zanupf. So the Dr. Mumba, he's back at Zanupf. That's what we're looking at tonight. Oh man, welcome. How are you doing? From SA Takatsama. I'm so worried about you. Don't worry, take it easy. Everything is going to be okay. Hi, Alfred, are you doing well? Nelson, we are welcome. Thank you guys for coming through. I'm super excited. Thank you so very much for coming through. I am so excited. And trust me, there's always a way out in every situation. Please like the live, share with your friends, and let's gather here so that we can have a time together. All I want to say to you is that everything will be okay. So take it easy. You know, musafunganya too much. Where are you watching us from? Please make sure that you drop your location so that we can send a shout out to you. I'm so excited. You're welcome. Welcome to Rombi Uncensored, and this is our tonight's show. My name is Rombi. I'm so excited. Take it easy. I must say I am a little bit disappointed right now. Last week on Wednesday, on this platform, you promised us everything was being handled behind. You need to remember that this is an election, one of the difficult one. It's harder for the incumbent to let go. So relax. Don't feel bad. You did your best, and let God do the rest. You must just thank God all the time. Good and bad works for the good to those who love the Lord. So, you know what? We will never lose hope. Yes, welcome, Northcliffe. Hi, Jacob. Are you doing great? Alfred, hi. How are you doing? Let me tell you, things are going to be all right. So please don't be upset. Take it easy. Hi, forgive. John, are you okay? Welcome, guys. I am super, super excited. And I want to tell you, everything is going to be all right. So don't feel bad. You have done your best, and you let God do the rest, okay? That's how life is about. You do what you have to do, and you let God do the rest. Okay, so don't feel bad about it. You're really amazing people, and please, I know some people have been complaining that I drink water a lot. Let me just tell you why. I naturally, because I train, when you gym, you drink water quite a lot. So that's the reason why. So I want to apologize on that. But because right now I actually want to drink water. That's why. I apologize. But it's also important actually because in Japanese Roma ads, when English don't go close anymore ads, I know that's why people get irritated. But I'm sorry. Otherwise, Muribo, what's going on? How was your day? Are you guys okay? Please just drop your location. I want to send a shout out to you specifically and tell you how much I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming. You're being vague here, sister. You're not giving away anything solid. What do you want me to say? Guys, you need to relax. I know, let me just tell you something. I know it's hard because people invested a lot, and I really, really sympathize with everyone. But I want you to know that there's always going to be a way out. In every situation, there's always going to be a way out. You also need to remember that when we walk out of this situation, we'll come out stronger. Princess, you're welcome. By Sai Campbell, how are you doing from UK? Are you good? Say something about our new Zimbabwe. Our new Zimbabwe is around the corner. So guys, relax. There's quite a lot that is happening now. You all know that SADC, definitely preliminary, they have said the conditions of which these elections were held definitely were not up to the standard of either the Constitution of Zimbabwe or the Electoral Act of Zimbabwe, as much as the observer mission, the SADC protocol or principles. So you need to understand that As we stand right now, elections did not meet the standard, but they're still going to release their final report. I hope you guys, if you happen to see the interview that Mumba had today at Newsroom Africa, I can also share a link with you in the description box as soon as I'm done with this live, so that you guys can also visit that YouTube video and you can watch for yourself. So let's go in quickly to Twitter and check what we have that is trending right now. All right, Jake Sparrow, thank you, Ruby, for coming us down. I want you to understand, guys, you know, there's always a way out in every situation. There's always a way out. You also need to remember that your hearts, God will never leave you, you know, suffering the way that you do or how you feel right now. He will come through for you and for me, because you and me, we share the same sentiments. We all still holding on to hope, knowing that God will come through for us and do what He has to do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond what we can ever ask or think. So what we can only do is to keep hoping and trusting and thanking Him always. Because you know what? He is at work right now as we speak. He is working for you and for me, definitely for good. All right, so we have Mnangagwa today trending. Just hang on a bit. So Mr. Mnangagwa is trending at 15.1 Twitter. Also Zimbabweans, I know why. South Africa is worried about Zimbabweans because they're also really hoping that we win elections. We have Hoppo still, you know, Hoppo Chimono is trending. He's been really doing quite a number of interviews today. I guess that's why he's trending. Very interesting. V2, V11s. People want to know, do we have all our V11s in place? 100%. The President, Nelson Chamisa, confirmed we do all have all our V11s in place. And you also know, Pacheco, hi Pretoria, hi Frame Putsika, are you good? Are you okay? So, you know, Pacheco also confirmed today that we have all our V11s in place. I don't know if you guys managed to get hold of this information that Pacheco dropped this morning. Let me just go there quickly because I want us to go through that information so that we can all be on the same page. So Pacheco apparently released some information this morning regarding the V11s. So I want you to guys to understand that the V11s are available. So because every time Zanupf manipulates the elections, they always say, you do have V11s. They confirmed we do have all our V11s. And also my sister was one of the political agents, and she said they did send their V11s. So relax, guys. We have everything under control. What we only need is divine help so that at least we can come through. The Zanupf is working hard. You know, one of the things that I saw today was Jonathan Moy was confirming that if there ever been any man who's rich in Zimbabwe, it's actually Emmerson Mnangagwa, as per Jonathan Moy's submissions. Why? Because everything that had to do with Zimbabwe in terms of businesses that were connected to the state, Emmerson Mnangagwa had a hand on it. And so much scandal that happened, Jonathan Moy confirmed that Emmerson Mnangagwa had access to those funds. So he is actually the richest man you've never known. And that's one of the reasons why it's harder for them to give up, because they know that they're going to lose a lot. And we also know that apart from Mr. Mnangagwa, as per the allegations, there's also a thread of guys that are connected to the ruling party that have been doing quite a number of atrocities, be it abduction, be it murdering people, as well as also corruption. So that's one of the reasons why it's harder for them to give up. You know, they're going to work hard the way that we do. We want to see change in the country, but they're also working harder to protect their loot. So all I want to say to you is, always remember that God is on your side and we will come through at the end of it all. Right? We will. Okay. So, all right, so let's just go through quickly to what Pacheco had to say. So they wrote some details this morning, just trying to give you data on how they were actually capturing information as per constituency, as in regards to the elections or the presidential results. I would say presidential to be specific, because the members of parliament has never been an issue, but I actually think there are a lot of issues with the members of parliament too. This is why for me I feel like we still need to do a rerun. We don't trust these elections. We definitely have to have a rerun. quite a number of bodies that have sent statements criticizing this election or discredit this election. This crisis coalition, coalition in Zimbabwe also sent their statement. Say other things being equal, elections ought to be the epitome expression of popular sovereign. However, when elections are manipulated by a series of deliberate errors to affect a predetermined outcome, the people will become subverted and the meaning of elections lost. That is Zimbabwe's dilemma. So they're also saying there's been a lot, the fraud process that we have been going through the election is definitely has discredited this power. Also Mumba for SADC, he also confirmed that the process itself, this election is flawed. It did not meet the standards for SADC, which means that one way or the other, the election itself is, I think, null and void. Yeah, but I've seen more people from Zanupf confirmed that no, the election is done and dusted. So the question that we have now is which one is which? Which report are we supposed to believe? I guess Zanupf being Zanupf, that gets away with anything, anytime, any minute. They know that they're going to keep on pushing. Tatenda Mukono. You should have been Tatenda Makono. That's my surname. You're looking beautiful today. Thank you very much. I'm a dark chocolate girl. I've seen someone say that I'm actually bleached. I don't know. Someone mentioned that I bleach my. No. I don't. Nah. The last thing I ever do in my life is that. Actually, there's no need for me to do so. I'm naturally a dark beauty person. Yeah. So, Chairperson dropped some bombshell this morning, which I want to go through with you. So, first thing that they said is that you remember when we were talking about Mandla. Do you remember Mandla? The secret Mandla that we all have been discussing about, where Pachiri kept on saying, don't worry about elections. Mandla is watching everything that's going down with this election. So they did drop a bomb of information regarding that issue so that you all understand where we are now in terms of capturing our V11s. I'm sure preparing for whatever the decision that Nelson Chamisa is going to make, I'm sure soon. Maybe waiting for the actual report for SADC, because what they actually released was definitely just a preliminary report. So we're still waiting for the final report of where to from here. At all Zimbabweans, most of our people are just praying for a rerun. Oh, if that happens, then we know we all have Mandla Aripo. He was watching everything. Mandla was watching everything. So relax, guys. We are still on the right path. Like I mentioned before, we do have all our V11s in place. We have all of them confirmed. I had that ED send out people to hand out Mandla. No, it's just that's technology, so you won't find nothing. But they always want to be in control of everything. So please be gracious that I drink a lot of water. Be gracious, please. All right, so let's go to Mandla. So this is actually a message that Chairperson sent out. So they said, I was hoping that by now, ZEC, Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, would have released a spreadsheet with their votes by polling stations. First things first, we believe ZEC plugged numbers out of thin air versus Mandla. Mandla was at work. Yes, don't forget we have our Mandla in place who's doing the job. Yeah. This is how our parrot tabulation looks like as for now. We have been feeding V2s, V11s into our system. The green ones are done constituencies won by Mnangagwa, which is the ED Mnangagwa. The yellow ones were won by Chamisa. The white ones are not yet done. Most with V2s, we are still transcribing. For all the done ones, Chamisa is sitting at 1,788,382, and Mnangagwa is sitting at 1,769,592. So Chamisa is leading as we stand because they're still waiting for 30 constituencies, if I'm not mistaken. That still need to be added up. So, which means what ZEC is saying and what we have right now it doesn't align. I'm not surprised when you check at ZEC's numbers, they don't make no sense. As a matter of fact, ZEC's numbers actually more than 100%. So people are questioning, how did you do your numbers now that we should be having 100% being our benchmark, but you are now beyond the benchmark. You're sitting at 103. What happened with the 3%? Where did it come from? All right, guys, make sure that you like the live, share, and also comment. Please drop your location because I want to send a shout out to you because you are special. You are special. Yeah, please send us some shout out to you. All right, so they went on to say we are continuing to collect as some of the V11s were in boxes and took long to be transported. We also did not budget for the bad picture quality we got in some of them. This forced us to manually enter them. So they have the V11s. And some people on the streets are saying Triple C does not have V11s, Triple C does not have V11s. They are confirming the V11s are in place. So, sir and ma'am, to those that wishes that we do not have V11s, we have all the V11s. Okay, so that is confirmed and off the way. Let's focus on other stuff. And we also had to verify the results that were coming through our alternative communication system that we set up in rural areas. We have about 31 outstanding constituencies, which, however, do not show a major shift from the other trends. We hope to continue the process until done. So not only is Team Pachedu going to actually tally the numbers, also remember Team Pachedu is connected to the voters roll. So how their system works is that they are entering data based on the V11s, but they're also considering the number of people that are in that area as per the voters roll. That's why there's always been an issue around the voters roll. And I also saw this morning he tweeted that actually ZAC moved about 4,500 people to another constituency that is on the new voters roll, which means there are so many voters roll that ZAC has as per his submissions. They may have like 2-3 voters roll. So I don't know which one did they move from which one to that one. Like I said, this election has nothing but been a sham. So it's very hard to actually tell where the problem was and what was happening. You know, everything is nothing but a joke. It's a joke. It is really a joke. So he said, I also promised that after election, I would open source our communication system. The technology is called Meshitastic. So that's the name of the new technology. Over the past 2 years, we have been deployed solar-powered Raptors on 72 mountains in Zimbabwe. You see, this dude is very wise in Zimbabwe so that people can be able to communicate. All right, and the long-range LoRa devices can communicate upwards of 200 kilometers. We configured the Raptors so that anyone with these $17 transmitters can communicate. If you are in Muzarabani, you can take someone in Bindura as long as they have a receiver. I will release channel specs later on. So good news, guys. There's going to be a technology that allows you to communicate in the rural areas. Team Pachedu, thank you. So, good news. That's why I say to you guys, why something may seem like it's not working, there's always going to be new innovations, new ideas, new visions, you know, and that's what we need to focus on. While we're dealing with the election dilemma, we must not forget that we have a future that we need to deal with. Right? Hi, Yotam Kunda. Hi, greetings from Germany. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you had a great day. Or you are having a great day. Sorry, guys, I still need to check what time is it in Germany. I'm sorry about that. Then he said, I'm not here to give a way forward. I will leave that to politicians. Our teams are going to continue with the data capture process. I want to thank Mazis for all the support, the credible vote team that worked for over 2 years with little resources on this. I do, however, believe that subverting the will of the people should come at the cost, the tender. And this is what every Zimbabwean should know, especially Zanupf. Let me not even worry much about some of you. I don't want to like literally step on your wound because I know you're still trying to heal, right? I want you to know that I appreciate you. I want you to know that there's definitely going to be a way out. So relax. Northern Ireland. But I want you to remind you and say, at the end of it all, this election is going to be very costly to ZANU-PF. As a matter of fact, when you look at ZANU-PF when they're doing their interviews, they're depleted. There is nothing on earth that is so painful. Like, thank you, Rumbi, for highlighting much on this. We love you from Zaka. Oh, okay. Oh my God, you are literally very close to where I come from. Yeah, you know what I'm saying is that this election, this rigged election, so quote unquote, is going to be very costly to ZANU-PF. Very costly. The economy is literally sick as we speak. You know, division, polarization in Zimbabwe. It's quite a lot of work for them to actually unite our people. I don't think they have the capacity to do so because we are where we are today because of them. I can only imagine that the person that destroys, sometimes it's harder for you to build because it takes a lot to actually get rid of who you are to be someone else. So it's not only are we going to be looking at if there's going to be change in terms of if ZANU-PF remain in position, will they be able to change, I mean, the status of the country right now? Or can they change first? Because before they change Zimbabwe, they have to change themselves. Are they willing to let go of some of the characteristics that they carry that are definitely an enemy to progress? What are some of them? Violent, thuggery behavior. Because you can't expect to run a country and expect growth when you don't know how to behave as a person. You know, respectful. Can they be able to be respectful? I've been saying to someone today that when you look at a situation in Zimbabwe, it's a situation where, as like where we are right now, we are like a dysfunctional marriage, right? A dysfunctional marriage where you end up have to outsource assistance, but then like any other therapist or any other person who gives counsel, they're always going to tell you that there's going to be change that is required. Before we talk about your outside appearance, there must be change from within. Now, the question we all need to have is ZANU-PF ready to change from within? You know, changing their hearts to have hearts of love, you know, heart of sharing, heart of respect of the people of Zimbabwe before we even talk about the change of the economy. Because it will take tolerance, it will take respect for your people. It will take sacrifices to actually be able to say, let's unite our people. Let's build the Zimbabwe that we want. Is ZANU-PF ready to do that? You know, because there's no any other way they'll be able to build that country. They have to unite our people in order for us to be able to move forward, you know, at the end of it all. Right. All right, so I'm going to read this tweet. This tweet is from Max Lyon. So Max Lyon, and by the way, don't forget that when they were busy with the parliamentarians, there were others that were independent ones. So when people are saying most of them went to ZANU-PF, they're actually incorrect. There are people that contested independently. So some of these members of parliament don't belong to ZANU-PF. They're independent candidates. So don't forget that ZANU-PF people will never change. They are selfish. That's what I'm saying. But for them to change the economy of Zimbabwe, they have to change first. You know, you can't change the outside. You don't change outside in. You change inside out. You know what I mean? So if that is not done, then forget that there will be change in Zimbabwe or there will be anything that ZANU-PF will do to build that country. Now, let me read the tweet that has just been dropped by Max Lyon. He said, the more I think about the Zim politics drama and election, the more I realize that Mnangagwa is finished. He does not have the moral and political capital to save himself. As such, he cannot be part of any plan going forward. You should do the decent thing and step down. If you think about it, it's only him holding the country to ransom one person. So ED is holding the country to ransom. The whole country is hostage by one. So is held hostage by one person. Why is no one telling him to go? Why? You cannot resolve this election drama with him in the picture. He does not have credibility at all. This is really the perfect time for him to go. Zim needs some grown-ups to tell it's time to go. He can't be president anymore. It's over. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. And let me explain to this. It's funny because My daddy is 68. Yes, 68, my daddy. And trust me, there are things that he actually said to me. I know my daughter can do that for me, because he knows that he may not understand technology now. He may not understand the systems now. So he trusts either me or my siblings to do it on his behalf. Now I'm looking at an 83-year-old man that people is trusting to run the country. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just looking at the situation. He'll be able to run a country like Zimbabwe. It's one thing, if you can't compare Zimbabwe and America, because America has it's got a strong economy. Most of their systems may not be perfect, but it is a rich country, whether we like it or not. And most of their systems are definitely working for the benefit of the masses. Whereas Zimbabwe is messed up. So Zimbabwe really need a young person who will be able to run around really watching every step of the way. But now I'm actually thinking that the way where we are right now is exactly what was happening with Robert Mugabe. We were all asking questions, why is Mugabe still in this place? And we realized later on that no, Mugabe was only as strong as he was in terms of the ills because of the people that were working with him. So what we can all agree today is Mr. Mnangagwa is not alone. He is not there because he's alone. There are people that are surrounding him, that are pushing him to be in place because of benefits. But man, we're in trouble. We're really in trouble. And all I can ask you, my brothers, if you ever hear this or listen to this video, hey, my brothers in Zanupf, all I can ask you is please consider your other people, your people on the streets that are struggling and that are suffering. You have been eating, you have been drinking, you have bought houses overseas, you have bought cars, you have had slave queens, you are still eating. Yesterday, I spoke to someone who said this to me, said he is very close to some of the Zanupf people, and they literally fly as far as America with $50,000 to shop. Yes, as we speak. And there are people today that cannot afford a meal as we speak. Some are sleeping on the streets because they can't afford to eat. They have no shelter. And some are taking $50,000 for shopping. Louis Vuitton, DG, Chanel, any shoe you name in town, any shirt, the latest Gucci, all right? Latest Chanel, latest any label you mention. And they do that with impunity. And that money is looted as money that's supposed to feed the poor. And I pray, my brothers, please remember your people. Always remember your people. Can you please release us? How much do you want for Zimbabweans to be free? Maybe that's the question that we need to ask Zanupf. How much do you want to let us go? So that we can all do dollar. All Zimbabweans around the country so we can be free. Generational gap is affecting development in Zimbabwe. But guys, he is afraid of consequences of his past actions as soon as he leaves power. But to remember, ED is, I really don't think that people are going to give him problems. ED is mature, guys. He's really a grown person. His age, I don't think that people would go after him. But I think some people that surround him, that have been doing a lot of atrocities and committing crimes, they may be in trouble. But as for him, I don't think so. It is for the benefit of Zanupf as well as us as a country to say, hey, can we actually say, sir, we respect you, we appreciate you for the work that you've done. We forever be indebted to your sacrifices, the liberation struggle, the leadership, even if the leadership wasn't great, but for the sake of peace and future and destiny, we have to come to a consensus and really rescue this nation. We can build this Zimbabwe together. Yeah, we need each other. The only answer is to pray to God. God will make a way, 100%. That's why I'm saying we need to understand that at the end of the day, we need God to take us through out of this situation, right? We definitely need God to take us through. So guys, shout out if you just joined us right now. Tell me where you're watching us from, because I really want to send a shout out to you. right, in person. I would like to mention your name. Where are you watching me or all of us from? Because we are a community, a strong one. I'm not alone on this show. We really truly, I have quite a number of my co-hosts on the other side, the amazing people. Blawa Zimbabwe, Vanele, hello. Hello, good to see you, Vanele. Welcome to the show. India, Terence Makura, how are you doing, Terence? Are you good? What's happening? You're welcome. It's good to see you guys. It's really good to see you. I'm super excited. Thank you for coming through. It means a lot. And please don't forget to like the live. Please like the live, share with your buddies so that we can push the algorithm quickly here on YouTube. And shout out to people that are on TikTok. Shout out to you. It's good to see you guys. Good to see you. Man, Cape Town. Hey, Godfrey, what's up? How is Cape Town? How is the weather? Paul Mashingo. Oh, my word. You are like my homeboy, Paul. I'm definitely from Mashingo, and it's really an honor. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. Cairo, Egypt. Oh, wow. Lloyd, how is Egypt? Rumbidzai. This time we have crossed our fingers. No more Japera. Yes, Rumbidzai. SH once big. You are in my wood. Hampshire in the UK. You're welcome. Thank you for coming through. Mashaw Spanda in Waterport in South Africa. 100%. Hey, Mashaw. How are you doing? Yes, Sisi must take the SADC report, in Benin. I think they were also going to use it. Definitely, this report is going to play a huge role, especially in the courts, because, I mean, there is evidence of this war report. And I know Chipinga, some people are saying the courts are captured. Guys, to be honest, even the courts is so much exposed, considering how what the report says, it's going to be hard for the judiciary to really mess up with this case. And like I said, especially when we look at Mr. Mnangagwa, guys, I am watching from Gaborone, Botswana. He needs to go and rest. Let's leave it that way. He needs to go home and rest. We are hoping for a better country. All of us, United Kingdom, together we can. And let's work together. Together we can. By the help of God, together we can. Let's keep our heads up high, believe in ourselves, and work together to make Zimbabwe great again. You should just retire for the sake of saving. That's what I'm saying. He can retire, guys. There's nothing wrong with that. ED can retire, and really with dignity. We do not want to get to a point like what we did to Mugabe. It's not right. That was my worry about too, because 2018 was Malaba, and now it's London. Hello, Sisiwak. Hey, Sisiwak. That's what it was, Sisiwak. The car. Unjani, when Unjani Susiso. Pilazi, how you doing? I think we're going to get to a point where we need to understand that whatever we're doing right now has consequences in the future. It's really considering generations that have lost destiny, and also considering the future. So whatever decision that we need to make is not about a political party. It should be about Zimbabwe. The day that we understand that politics or politicians have ruined us, especially when they do not understand how to draw a line between a political party and the country. Do you have information about the secret meeting happened today? Oh, there's a secret meeting. No, I missed that one. Oh my God, I know I've got my own cables that can give me all the information I need. We judiciary, don't forget that the people we are talking about not normal human beings. Emmanuel, stop it. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Please like the live. Please do like the live. Please, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. After all this, I'm sure I am watching you from Krugerstad. Hey, how are you doing, Runbeck, my sister? Hello. How are you doing? You're welcome. Zek react like Zanupf, and Zanupf reacts like Zek. We are trouble with these people. You know what? Can I say this? Somebody send a message this afternoon and say we need to forgive Chigumba. I feel exactly the same thing. That that woman, she's struggling. I think she's also trying to find ways to free herself from this cabal, but she's stuck. But at the same time, I've always been saying, I mean, I question her integrity and ethics, because if she was a good person, she would have left that place a long time ago. But you can see her dressing up, coming in her suits all polished, and be speaking and declaring results that she knows are flawed. And that alone, to me, guys, it's just, even if I want to feel for her, sometimes I'm like, no way. I'll take my sympathy back. I really do, because I would kill myself, like, for real. You know, I would, like, I'm gone. Yeah, I cannot be held at ransom by nobody. You know what I mean? I'd rather, because for me, if you hold me at ransom, what's the difference between death? Because I'm no longer living. I'm not living for you. You know, whatever you say is what I do. I don't have the weight of my own or the will of my own. You have taken over me. I'm no longer the Rumbi that I'm supposed to be. So pretty much I don't agree. I just say, if she was a good person, she could have left that place a long time ago. But the woman is back day in, day out. You remember last time when she said, if there's any anomaly, you're just going to come after elections and take it to the courts after elections. Which means before these elections were done, this woman didn't care less about how we felt about the flawed processes that were being applied since the time we knew about elections. You know, she did not care. Said, if you guys feel like whatever we are doing does not match the energy that you're expecting, please, you can challenge us in the courts. So I don't feel for it. After this, I'm not feeling nothing. By the way, I want to say I'm sorry, guys. I drink a lot of water because of the gym. So some people are complaining that I'm drinking a lot of water because I train. So the gym, so I have to drink a lot of water. So please, I dehydrate. So please bear with me. All right. Moving right along, talking about what Max Lyon said, it will be best for ED to resign. I completely agree. It's better for him to what? To resign. To save himself and to save Zimbabwe. And then he also put this this article. He said, someone tells Zanupf to stop embarrassing themselves and the country, all right? They are telling observers not to comment on the laws of the country which contributed to unfair elections. Just because laws were made in parliament does not make them good. The world sees them as bad laws because they are part of the unconstitutional process responsible for flawed elections. You can't get valid elections from a flawed process, the observers said. There are standards that the world strictly adheres to. You may be comfortable making bad laws in your parliament, but if they fall short of the expected standard, the world will see them as oppressive laws. Zim laws are being challenged because they were made in bad faith. They were made to avoid accountability and muzzle everyone from challenging the government. A hot parliament would have challenged the government, but parliament is paralyzed, which allows Zanupf to do whatever they want. This shows the country is going in the wrong direction, clashing with standards accepted by everyone should make you stop and think. All I can say to you, brothers and sisters, as long as we have Zanupf there, as a government, we are going nowhere. We're going absolutely nowhere. The issue is not political. The root cause really are evil hearts. Unfortunately, politics is caught in the middle. It's understanding that is lacking here. People that came from an oppressive laws, which was the oppressive laws that were applied by Smith, and they did not get counseling to really do away with these laws that they knew how. Since its inception, Zanupf always and still, dealing with people harshly. There's not that Ubuntu thing, like we are people, like Trivanu, sometimes I don't understand, like we are family. How do we act when we're in a family? What happens if something doesn't work? That we can actually be getting counsel from our elders. My mom used to say, if you marry a man that does not account to anybody, or he doesn't have anyone that he respects, you are in trouble. So she always say, you are in trouble, my child, before she went to heaven, because she went to heaven. We need to understand here that the problem we are having with Zanupf, they are not accounting to anybody. Today they are busy bashing Mumba. They are busy attacking Mumba. You hate them. Death threats. And they still do as we speak. They have no regard for anybody. And what some people are saying because of the army, don't blame the army. The army, most soldiers are suffering today. Most soldiers didn't vote for ED. That can show you could know. They do not agree with some of their standards. So we need to be honest with one another. Until Zanupf change their behavior and start behaving like human beings, we're always going to be having problems as Zimbabweans. Always going to be blaming each other, fighting with each other, until we do away with this evil or toxic government. So ZEC and the judiciary are both paid by the government, which is under ED. Kasukuire, I missed that message. When he was saying Kasukuire, just want to get that quickly so that I can respond. Just bear with me, please. Just bear with me, please. My apologies. So he said Kasukure made some sense earlier. Chamisa must take good use of SADC observations. 100%. I also still think that it's quite in the court of law. If you use those findings, they're going to be holding water. Guys, remember, as much as I know, sometimes it's hard for us to believe because as much as we want to be human, the people we are dealing with act like they're not human. So that's what the danger is. We look at things but why can't we just do the right thing? But they don't see the way that we do. To them, they're focusing on protecting this stuff. So it's like it's between life and death. It's between me going to prison or I'm going to have to protect myself than going to prison for the wrongs that I've done. So I'm sure they are forced to do wrong, to do what they're not supposed to be doing. They know what's right. They can do it, but they're afraid. What am I going to do? How am I going to be answerable for all the wrongs that I've done, the atrocities that I've committed? How am I going to walk away? So I think that's where the problem is. So it's between life and death. You know, when a criminal is face to face with the police, it's either the police is going to arrest me or I'm going to kill the policeman. It's one way or the other. So I'm in between. I know to kill someone is wrong, but my life is in danger. I may go to prison, or I may be killed. So I'm going to have to shoot first. You know, it's your what does your mind say first? That becomes a line of defense. So for me, I feel like they're just people who are stuck. They don't know what to do. That's why we need a settlement as Zimbabweans. We need to come up with a settlement. I wish we can sit down and say, guys, how can we then come out of this situation? Can we please have some form of a settlement to resolve our issues? Maybe that's the only way that we can free ourselves. But the question now that we need to answer is, are they willing to have those conversations? Maybe they don't even want to have the conversation. You know, if they wanted to do so, we could have done that. Some people think that they need to say, Chamisa must come and talk to ED. I mean, guys, we were not going to be where we are today if it was easier for us to have a conversation. Our politics has been toxic for decades, not only in 2023, for decades. You know what I mean? So what are we going to do? You need to make me against. You're more than welcome, George. Please, we can talk later and you can come through. And you know, you guys are right. If you are, let me just say this. If you are on YouTube, right, I want you to do this for me. We need to communicate. If you're on YouTube and you know you can contribute, we can arrange with the guys that produce my show and we can do this together. We can all just, you know, share some ideas and see how we can educate each other. I'm very open to that. So thank you, George. So please check me later and let's keep the communication bonding. You can visit my Facebook in order for you to get some of our contacts there and we can start the chat. It's tricky. It's really tricky, guys. People are stuck, but I pray for divine intervention. People need to consider the nation and stop consider criminals. They must consider our people, not to consider criminals, because we are in trouble. We're definitely in trouble. We are in trouble. So here we are, guys. We keep on still soldiering on and waiting up by judicial, but that is where the problem is. Like we keep on saying, the problem is the judiciary. you know. You know, that's what the problem is with those 500,000 gratitudes. They go to hammer one. But guys, can I ask you a question? Because I've asked someone, the money the judiciary got, was that personal money from ED's pocket, or it was actually state money? Can someone answer me? I may not be informed in that area. Was that state money or it was personal money? Because if the money was state money, so the money belongs to us. We are the taxpayers, aren't we? It's where the diaspora contribute quite a lot. We are the taxpayers. So if the money was state money, who does the judiciary owe allegiance to? The state. Who are the state? We, the people, are the state. So why can't they be on the side of the people? Hi, Rombi, have you also realized that the announcement presidential results amount to 102? No, yeah, 100%. I've seen that was actually one of the last today on Twitter. People are laughing about it. These elections are adding up to the percentage. It's adding up to about 103. So honest, now, can I be honest, guys? Those numbers are completely just made up. I think I ran through them yesterday, and I also told you my opinions on them, especially questioning some of the presidential candidates that have numbers and they'd never even had not even a meeting, even lunch. We never seen where they took pictures that I'm having lunch with a group of my people, or I am in, maybe let's just say in Harare doing some road show or campaigning. No, we've always been seeing literally, for me, just to give this book credit, I've seen Triple C, I've seen Maduku, you know, with these 6 people rally. I've seen Elizabeth Nevan Wakema Zambia. I also saw Douglas Monzora too. So the rest of the people I've never seen, but these some people are claiming that they'd 53,000 people who voted for them. No, that's a fraud. For me, that was a fraud. That was a fraud. So before I even talk about those numbers, I care less about the numbers. Those numbers were fake. They were definitely fake. They were cooked. They were just, I don't know what was happening there. Because the worst part was immediately after the preliminary report was actually submitted, then they went. Have you ever seen, guys? I don't care how big Zimbabwe is. Do you think that was wise to actually call out presidential results at the middle of the night? Do you think that was right? I'm talking of diplomatically, professionally, was that right? But that can show you that a lot was going on there. It was simply the goal. I remember this well, that this, I want to say this statement, I remember, so I quote, that Weshman Ncube said when he was in conversation with Trevor, he said that there was a time he received a phone call, and Changira was very sick. That was in 2008. And then they received a phone call from an army general. And say they wanted to have a meeting, you know, that they'd won elections. And on the other hand, they were also fighting with Mugabe that they wanted to do a coup. So the coup could have happened in 2008, as per his submissions. He said, but he received a phone call immediately when they wanted to hold a presser, to say, don't do the presser. If you do the presser, we are going to be there in the next few minutes and we'll shoot you. So he said immediately, we were like, damn, these people who want to do a coup are stopping us to have a presser. And now the question that we're having is, what kind of leadership are we going to have from people who are actually introducing themselves via threats? You see, the problem that we are having in Zimbabwe is threats, thuggery behavior, gangsterism has always taken forefront, which is a dangerous thing. We should learn to be people of love, who really go through things, processes in a diplomatic and a professional manner. But whenever we are using force, I said, then there's something wrong. I don't know if there's any man, if you're a man and you come here, you're holding your gun, you're like, you're gonna have to marry me, sister. You know, holding a gun, I'm not going to marry you, brother. But you have to be nice. You have to be charmer. You know, you're sweet there, you're there and there, you're being, because you know what you're after, right? Yes, you want a woman, you want a wife. That's why women always say, but he was a nice person before you get married. It's how human beings are. We be a charmer, but these ones will make it clear up front that is our way or no way. They are ruthless. They have no regard for human beings. And I'm sorry if my brothers from the army, whoever you are, generals, whoever you are, because you're our fathers, because I love you, that's why I'm talking to you. If you happen to listen to this video, just know that I'm saying this out of love. That because we love you deeply, you are our families, we love you. But when the way you're treating us, it's not cutting at all. It's not cutting. But you know, but the way I'm going to treat it is not cutting. As a matter of fact, it's making us hating you instead of loving you, because you're pushing us away. You know, instead of loving you and respecting you, we are running away. We are living in fear. We are scared. You know, and I wish you understand that. And we are saying this deeply. And at some point, you need to stop. You really need to come to the people and help us to free ourselves. This country is burning, or people are hurting. The country is going down. People are hungry. Kids are suffering. Young kids are taken by drug addiction. Our kids are prostituting themselves for survival. Universities kids are selling their bodies. People are suffering. Stop that. Let's have the right people to run this ship. And we can work together to build our country. At the end of the day, we owe you allegiance. We're still going to honor you and respect you. But the way we're running this thuggery behavior, gangsterism, what we saw yesterday at CCC Presser, what happened there? If that's how you guys are doing your business, no. It doesn't set a great standard for children, for the life that we are trying to build. For us as women, we are afraid of you. We are terrified. We are women and we want to be in a position where we love you, we respect you, but we are afraid. Why? Because you're always using force. You know what I mean? You're using force, and which is wrong. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop that. We have kids that are looking up to you. We have youngsters who need to learn from you. And you need to start doing things right. Because we really have to fix this country. We have to work together and make sure we have a better Zimbabwe for all. But it starts by how we're treating each other. Because where we are now, look, the whole of the world is looking and said, what's happening in Zimbabwe? Oh, flood election again. Ooh, there's fighting there. Oh, what happened? People sleep at polling stations. Ooh, news there. It's an embarrassment. And we know we have solutions to the problem. We can just turn and do things right. If we can go north, we can go south. It's a matter of choice. That's all I'm going to say to my brothers. The police, my brothers that I love. The army, my brothers that I love. You know, CIOs, intelligence, you're my brothers that I love deeply. I love you so much. And I'm asking you to do right by the people. You know, because we trust you. We believe in you. And we know you can do it. And we're asking you to work together and free this nation for the betterment and for the restoration of our dignity as a people of Zimbabwe. And for us as women, we need to now start to understand our society's function, because as it stands, we are terrified. We have children. We don't even know what's wrong and what's right anymore. They only see violence every day. They see threats. Their mouths are tied. They are literally shackled. You can't speak. When you speak, you are wrong. I'm asking you, please have mercy on us. My brothers, please remember us. Mr. President, Your Excellency, I'm asking you to remember our people. Our children need you. They do. Please remember us and just do right by the people. That's all I'm going to ask. Moving right along. Moving right along. People, I saw actually a flyer online on Twitter today where people are saying, hashtag rejects stolen election. That's the hashtags. I saw it, reject stolen election. They said Zimbabwe is tired of stolen elections. And it's going around on Twitter. Pasinempava, yes, Pasinempava. Yeah. As Mnangagwa, no way. Zimbabwe is being run like a gangster street. Agreed. The bullying needs to stop 100%. The guy who grabbed the paper, woo, that was the word. I got terrified. I was watching that and I literally jumped. I was like, I can't be exposed to such violence. It's terrible. You know, this is what worries me the most. Let me explain to you why I'm worried the most. Because I'm a woman and I'm expecting to be feminine. Let me tell you the danger of what's going down in Zimbabwe. Listen to me. And because I'm talking to men and I'm also talking to women, let me just have some water first. Please be gracious. I drink water a lot. And I also drink tea. Grand theft, yes. So I want to tell you the danger of what's going on in Zimbabwe right now. Hear this and hear well. For my brothers and my sisters there. You know, women by nature, they should be feminine, right? And men by nature are masculine. So the danger that we're having in Zimbabwe is that because of poverty, because of harsh conditions, women are becoming masculine and men are becoming weaker. And I'll tell you what, water is good for you. Thank you, Easy. Thank you very much. But some people are complaining. Thank you. I appreciate that you're actually supporting me. You see, men are becoming weaker. Let me tell you why. Because of the thuggery behavior. So men, the masculinity of men is being shrinked daily. That's why you see that our communities are weak. Because men were actually created to lead and to protect society. That's why they always say, we'll wait for daddy to come. You know, when you behave like we're waiting for daddy, because we know that when daddy gets, daddy's going to put you in place. When we were growing up, my daddy, literally, I came from a family of 8. So we pretty much 6 girls and 2 boys. And I'm the 5th born in my family. So because we're lots of girls, right? There was a rule in my daddy's house where you were not allowed to come home after 6. It was known. It was not like you assume. It was known. It was not written on the wall, but it was written on the tablet of our hearts. Yeah, we knew that if you come home at 6:05, that is the day of your life. I tell you, my dad wasn't playing games, no games at all. So we knew that we had a father, right? Right. We knew we had a dad in the house. We would say, no way. And let me tell you, even now, when I left Zimbabwe at the age of 20, I still struggle up to today to be outside after 6. Up to today. I'm 40 years old, but I'm still struggling because of how I was raised. So what am I trying to say is that we have always had a society where we understood the role of men and we understood the role of women. But because of the nature and how Zimbabwe is being run today by this regime, men are becoming weaker because the violence is taking away the authority and power. Men are shrinking because now they can't fight. They don't want to fight, they want to protect. But now there's someone who's holding a gun who says, you do this, I can do whatever I want. And they are not violent, but their masculinity is being shrinked by violence from the people who should protect the Zimbabweans. It's the danger. And the women are becoming masculine because women are in search of that protection. Men are struggling to be able to take care of their families so they can feel that they are men as per the calling and the creation, how God created them. They are struggling. You see, that's why I'm very passionate about seeing change and peace in Zimbabwe, because I can see how this action of people, especially on Zanupf brothers, how much damage they are causing. It's really destroying that family structure, a structure that understands that there is a father, there's a man, and there's a woman. Now women are working tirelessly like men, and they were supposed to be home, taking care of children, preparing. And no, I'm not saying they could not work, they should work, but not to work like men. But women are going up and down like men. You know, people don't have time to really say, I want to sit down and have dinner with my husband. I want to sit down and have dinner or lunch with my kids, because they're always running around seeking for survival. It's that family structure that this regime have literally destroyed. And I pray that they will understand how much damage that this has caused and really rebuilding our family structure so that we are able to live again, because we need that family structure. We need men who stand strongly and be able to build our homes. We need women who stand strongly and protect. Today we have got kids who have become drug addicts. Zimbabwe didn't know drugs, but today is the order of the day. It's literally staple diet to our young people. Why? Because Zanupf failed to understand the importance and the power of family. That when we don't have strong families, we'll struggle to build a strong community, and we're going to struggle to build a strong nation. And I pray that one day they'll have that understanding to see that we are a messed up generation. And men are thinking, oh, women are rough. You know, if you can talk to Zimbabwean men, will tell you that, no, women are becoming difficult. Some men have resorted not to marry at all because they think women are bad. No, women are not bad. It's the systems that Zanupf have built, a system that does not promote family structure, that does not promote success, because if there is money, women are not supposed to work tirelessly. They would maybe do some little things there and there, but they wouldn't, you know, because there's that support financially where a man goes to work. And a man too, you go to work and come home and dinner's ready. He comes home and he rests and he can have time with his family. But sometimes a man, listen, I've traveled to Zimbabwe. I've seen men who comes home around 8, 9 in the middle of the night. I've seen them because they're trying to feed their kids. I pray that Zanupf wake up and realize that this is important. How I wish I can sit down with these people one day and really speak from my child-father relationship and say, Dad, Father, sit around there. The army, police, all of you, sit here. Let me just speak. So but I'm not talking because I'm fun. I'm like, please, fathers, I'm begging you. Let me speak. Can we restore our families back? Because that's where we're going to see a strong nation. We need that. We need that. We need that. Men are no longer romantic. And we think that he's not romantic. He can't afford. And women say, I want you to be romantic, but he can't. Now we have social media fighting with us on a high note. That's why you see most men are resorting to committing suicide. Because their hands are tight. They're shackled. They don't know how to be men again in the society. They feel inadequate because of this regime. This regime. And women are powerful. When I'm supporting Zanu, your dad in the grave right now. Oh. You know, my brother, I would love you guys who are in Zanupf, but to be part of that system, no, I will never be part of that system. But to love you as my brothers, I do. I love you deeply. I love you so much. And I'll stand for you any minute and day. But I will never fall part of that system. I don't do bootlicking. I also don't believe that I should fall under a society in order for me to succeed. I believe in following my purpose and still love people around me. So systems where I have to benefit things is not for me. Definitely not for me. Indeed, restoration is what we need. We 100% need restoration. And it's going to happen very soon. God will make it happen, my brothers and sisters. Relax. As an previous system, and it's going to be hard to remove this system. It will be easy soon. Let's be positive, because we know that God is with us. So guys, I'm almost leaving, but I would like you to send some shout out to you. Please tell me where you are watching from, so I can send some shout out and make sure that I leave you with the blessings while I go home to rest, and then we can meet tomorrow. Please send me, where are you watching us from? I need to send us some shout out and some love to you. Systems crashes. They will do crash. George, I agree with you. The system will eventually crash. You know, something will happen within the ranks so that our people can be free. We're also praying, asking for divine intervention, because we know that God is able. South Africa, Mutare, yes, please make sure that you are liking this live, guys. We need to move to about 100 likes. Hi, guys, just say, haha. What do you say and let go? Is the woman who say, who are you? Okay. All right. And then okay, Tunisia. Oh, hi, how are you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much, George. If you're watching from Harare, Simba, are you good? What's happening? Apinda ere mkomana. Arikupinda, sweetheart. Arikupinda mkomana soon. Arikupinda. Keep hanging on there. How do I like live? I'm sure I'm not sure from your end how you're doing that, but I think you just need to go there and like it. Hi now, how are you doing? Are you good? What's happening? Where are you watching us from? I want to send a shout out to you. You know, you mustn't worry much about that. Let's just keep, you know, praising God and trust Him. God is able, and He will do it for all of Zimbabwe, United Kingdom. Hi, Sheza. How are you doing, Sheza? What's happening in the United Kingdom? Okay, we have France, Paris. Okay, Oliver, I said to you, I would want to come to Paris. So we have Indonesia. Oh, my word. Guys, you see, this is the thing. Guys, okay, we can't wait to actually to meet right in Zimbabwe. Ah, man, I just want to send you some love, because we definitely deserve to meet one day and just see each other and laugh. You know what I'm saying? In person, all right? Also, he said, oh, I almost cry. Why, Angel? Why, Simba? Why are you want to cry? Why? Muzanzi, hey, welcome to Kosana. Push-ups in South Africa. Hi there, how are you, Romeo? Good to see you. Hi, Prince. Good to see you, man. Why do you want to cry? I'm worried now. Simba is almost crying. Cape Town. Hey, what's up? I was looking for you. I found you. Hi, Ruby, Dubai. Hey, Dubai. What's happening? Paris. Yeah, good to see you, man. So there's Zimbabwe and United States. Blessing. Hey, my lady. How you doing? And then my Poppy Mureri. How are you doing? What is actually happening in Zimbabwe? God is at work. Steve, modest. Thanks, Ruby. Thanks very much. Thanks, Rumbi, thanks for the down-to-earth counseling. Oh, bless you. And then Rumbi, Rumbi Zai, Harare, Rumbi Zai, you and me, we should meet. Serious, we should. And then this old man, Borodo Brook. Hi, Fungi, what's happening in Borodo Brook? Good to see you, man. And then we have Aaron Roafa. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for the word and for encouragement. I really like Shamisa to be our president of Zimbabwe. I pray every day and night that it will happen. I'm in South Africa. Shout out to you, man. Then, hello, Sister Donald in Zimbabwe. I'm not copying it. Oh, Donald, I'm sending you love and light. Listen. Relax. You need to go to Facebook so you can be able to get some of our contacts there and get in touch with me. You'll be okay, Donald. Relax. God is at work. Things will work out for you. I'm praying. Relax. Not only pray, we will take action to make sure that at least you're at peace. Guys, I don't want you to make stupid decisions. I want you to relax. There's going to be a way out. Then there's high foods right there. Ronnie, hi, Ronald. Oh my God. Mukomana, Zaram. Arikupinda. Relax. There's going to be a way out soon. We're hoping for the best, and I'm sure there will be a way out. So do not worry. And then we have Mike in the UK. Mike, shout out to you. Say varume vedu vachipindirwa nemumwe murume Mumba, and they let him go. Akaenda ne paper redu repressor. Ibo varipo, the lady is the one who really put up a fight. Okay, so let me tell you first thing, Tina. I struggle to read Shona, fluently. So please be gracious. But so you know what, Tina, I also say the same, but like I said to you, I told you that our men are becoming weaker because of the ruthless regime, because of brutal force. Some people were never raised in a toxic environment, so the moment there's toxicity in their surroundings, then they lose power, they lose force, they literally just keep quiet. It's a brutal regime. If you look at that attorney, the advocate that was standing there, the spokesperson, he was literally just folding his hands like this. He didn't know what to do. You know why? Because he was not raised in a toxic environment. So he was struggling to actually cope with violence. Without seeing my wife. Yeah, Marshall. I'm sending love and light to you. Masha, I'm sorry to hear that. Funny Makones, Chowad Arikupinda, Komana, Achapinda. Let's keep our hopes high and, pray, hoping, and we know God will intervene. You intervene. Divine intervention is what we need. Then, hi, Gorgeous, Nash from SA. Hi, Mpo, what's up? And then we have Gorgeous. We have George as well. I have George right here. And we have... Maurice Mafoti, Osborne Dam, Macon District. Hi there, what's up? And we have Prince. We have a green light ahead, but Chondu Wazam Komana, we are of the same age, and if he becomes president, whenever I go with my wife, you're not the first person to say that. Actually, I've heard a lot of people, Masha, so said, I've heard a lot of people say that they're worried that if Chamisa becomes the president of the country, they're going to struggle in their marriages, especially if you haven't done much in life. Guys, please, let me tell you, you are all amazing. You are literally doing incredible. Let me start right there. And you must remember that we are all not called to be presidents, right? It will be actually for your own benefit. If he can become the president, then he is becoming your inspiration. I'm a firm believer that you need to make sure that when you're around people, you must be at least the least around them because they can inspire you to be better. So I feel like it will be a blessing to Zimbabwe to actually have Chamisa as a president, because then young people can look up to him for inspiration. So don't worry about that. It will be really for your good. Trust me, it will be for your good. And then we have John Nyama Monday in South Africa, quote tweet your president giving people hope and analysis. Okay, so let's see here, President. We're gonna check President Chamisa quickly. Nelson Chamisa, let's see here. All right, so his last tweet. Okay, so his last tweet literally was like 13 hours ago. So he said, fellow citizens, congratulations for the great achievement against all odds. This is just remarkable and historic. You have made history. Our next task is nation building, everyone. All glory be to God. God is in it. So I want to tell you something that you must remember is, as much as we hear some people trying to throw some negative vibe there and there, the people have worked tirelessly. And I also want to say thank you to every Zimbabwean. Guys, I remember the time that we did the by-election and how young men and women were moving from city to city, spreading the word of change. You guys did so well. And trust me, your hard work wasn't in vain. You'll be the Minister of Home Affairs, I don't know. Home Affairs. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a woman. I don't like to be employed. I think I'm unemployable. So I don't want to be rude, but I think I'm unemployable. I believe in creating my own work. So I don't know, maybe the men I will marry will kind of, we talk about it, only God knows. Sometimes you never know. If God wants me to go and serve in that place, I will go. Wherever God wants me to be, I will go. Shout out to Mupindu. Yes, so, but I'm coming up in a holy 10, actually, Rasika last minute. You know what? These are kids, man. They are kids. They're under pressure. Zimbabwe is very toxic, and for me, I always look at situations with grace. And I feel like those are young people who are desperate. People are trying hard to be seen in the streets. You try hard to say maybe you're doing something, and then you see this opportunity. I guess that's why we are where we are today. It's because we have created a dependency syndrome society where people have to compromise their truth in order for them to eat and to drink. So I really look up to those guys, and with so much sympathy and mercy and empathy, knowing that they're not doing what they're doing because they want to. If Holy 10 was successful, I don't think he would even, allow himself being in that position. I saw that they were bought brand new cars. I saw Holy 10 was bought Range Rover, and I also saw Kiki Badass with the Mercedes Benz. So you see, it's a society where people compete. And also, when you get this opportunity, you're just going to do what you have to do in order for you to survive. I guess that's why most people have compromised. That's why we have a compromised judiciary. That's why we have a compromised, every state institution is compromised. Why? Because when you're desperate, you're going to give into anything wrong. Unfortunately, that's how life is all about. But it will take sacrifices and understanding that you are bigger than someone's remote, and then change in order to see a better life in your future. So he's saying, relax guys, you have made history by doing the work. So we have all the V11s, we have all that we need to take to the courts if we get to the constitutional court. So people's questions are, what are we going to do with Malaba? It's better for us to wait until we see what happens, what unravel, but we need to trust those spaces. But people are still insisting that we need rerun. We need to have a brand spanking new election so that at least we can start, and also have people that can have to hold this election should not be Zimbabwean. I think they should not be Zimbabwean at all. Shout out to Nokutenda Mupindu. Who is Nokutenda Mupindu, y'all? Who's that? Because you keep on saying that it's better to have a rerun. That's my opinion. I agree with you 100%, John. We need a rerun, because a rerun at least is going to give everyone an opportunity to really share their ideas. It's no longer about I'm going to use money or manipulating system or buying people. I'm going to actually use my ideas. Because one thing that disappoints me the most, guys, remember, as we are here today, we know that Zanupf don't have a manifesto. To me, that was disrespectful. And still call yourself winners. Now, the question we all need to ask Zanupf today is, where are we going? By the way, fun enough, Minister of Justice. Oh, really? Thank you. By Minister of Justice, I think I can. I don't take no nonsense. I feel like everyone should be treated the same. So justice, I could take that portfolio. All right, so one thing that I saw today, let me just say this. This will blow your mind. Apparently, I watched an interview for Farai Muparira, right? The one that is not the spokesperson for Zanupf. He had an interview at Newsroom during the day. You know, these guys told you that they don't have a manifesto. Fun enough, the manifesto that Chamisa did is what they actually are using. He said that we are going to make sure that we bring our people to build a Zimbabwe for everyone. I was like, huh? When did Zanupf start talking about everyone? The last time I checked, it is about a few, the elites, a cabal, a cartel. Now, all of a sudden, he's talking about building a Zimbabwe for everyone. I was like, here we go again. No wonder why you said you don't have a manifesto. Because you knew that you were going to take the template for Nelson Chamisa and use that against the people. Because you don't have nothing else to offer. Now you are literally copying almost what everyone says. So that people, you think, here's the thing. They are so desperate, but they don't have no ideas. Now they assume that if they have to adopt or to actually steal other people's ideas, people will love them. No, it's no longer about ideas, Zanupf. It's really about your systems that people don't want to associate themselves with. Unfortunately, you were part and parcel of all these toxic systems that are causing us so much pain. For the reason, people not only do they hate your systems, they tend to actually don't like you too. So we rather have an incompetent, totally zero person in leadership in Zimbabwe than having Zanupf, because of the pain they've caused people over the years. People are taking it very personal, like I do. I take it very personal. I don't like Zanupf because their systems are not right for me. So for that reason, no. If Chamisa missed this opportunity to wait for another 5 years, will be a torture. No. 5 years is not going to happen. You know, I didn't even finish your statement because I wanted to that 5 years, not in our lifetime. Not in our lifetime. There's definitely going to be a way out. 5 years with Zanupf. No. No. It's not possible. I can't stand living my life being threatened. Sister Muripim, I'm around, my sweetheart. I'm around. No, I can't. No fuss, no zek if they want to read. Of course, there won't be no fuss. There won't be no zek. That's why I'm saying, preferably, really, we need to have independent watchdogs. Definitely, preferably, if SADC wants, they would rather maybe delegate people who can look, who can actually do this upcoming election, the rerun, because we definitely can't do. We love you. I love you badly. I love you too, Tapua. I love you too. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Appreciate you. Guys, you must like the live. We need to get into 100. You're my role model. Oh, thank you, Tapua. I'm afraid to be a role model. I'll tell you why. Be in mind, I'm human, so make mistakes. When I make mistakes, don't say, oh, my role model. You know, just know that I'm human. So make mistakes and forgive me and still love me, and I can still love you too. So thank you for that. It means a lot. It really means a lot. I appreciate you look up to me, and man, and pray for me so that at least I remain in my lane, so that I'm able to be of a blessing to you, so I can keep on shedding the light. Yeah, true SADC point is on people, but not Zach. Yeah, I really think that SADC came very harshly now because our domestic issues are not affecting them, our neighboring countries. So for that reason, I'm sure that's why they're saying, I think it's about time we have to close and sort out the issues in Zimbabwe. And it means a lot. I'm also think that, guys, it's just time. Zanupf, let's save someone else. Oh, thank you, Marshall. Thank you very much. And I wish one day I can actually be able to sit down with Tilda and just see what was going on there with Auntie Tilda. I watched quite a number of her shows, and she's doing incredible, and I've got so much respect for her. When I traveled to Zimbabwe, I met her at the airport. She's really a phenomenal person. I don't like Zanupf. I don't like the system too. I love the brothers and my sisters there in Zanupf, but I hate the systems that they've created. They're torture, they're toxic, and they're really painful. The systems don't save us as a people of Zimbabwe. We are divided, and we need to come together. One thing that I hate I think that I don't like about the systems of Zanupf is actually lies. Among other things, lies. Matsotsi and avambonyara. That's the worst part, and that's a powerful point. The worst part is whatever they do it with impunity, and they don't really feel, they're not embarrassed. Because I would freak out. I would really feel like, oh my God, I can't. But they're not. When you're really considering that we are surrounded by other countries and everyone can see the challenge that we have, but they're in denial. They'll say, no, everything is fine in Zimbabwe. There's a lot of money and life in Zimbabwe. But I'm not blaming them. There is a lot of money for sure, but that money is just to save them and their bodies. But the rest of the people are suffering. That's where the danger is. So, what can we say? This is Zimbabwe that we are. So what I'm going to tell you right now is we see what's going on. We are waiting for the final report for SADC so that we are able to see what's happening with this country, because it stands a lot of things really are a mess, and we need to find a way out to be out of this situation. I can't wait, because I just cannot. I really cannot see. Chams as a potential leader, check the speech given by Arthur Tambarak during the Newsroom Africa interview by Chams. 100% no. You see, that's why I'm saying, can I tell you what? Zimbabwe really has a lot of amazing brain capability men and women that the moment Zanupf systems are gone, you will see Zimbabwe will move like a, if you ever become a border pass, and you see how it floats from the ground up. Zimbabwe is going to be shot. The only reason where we are stuck today is the systems that Zanupf has been using over the years. The systems are not right, and until we are telling each other the truth to say, hating your brother is wrong, rigging an election, just by rigging an election on its own, you've already shows that you are not the right person to be in position. Because you cannot lead people while you employ unethical principles. It's not possible. What you could do right now is just, guys, I'm going to resign. Like what? Okay, the Mugabe thing was embarrassing. This is why I'm saying I don't like the issue of, embarrassing someone. But I'm a firm believer that you can, as a person, say, I think it's about time for me to say, okay, you know what, let's give someone else a chance. One thing that I do not like in Zimbabwe is that the lack of capacity to let go of something. Just saying, I've played my part. I think it was an incredible ride. I've made my money. I've saved my people. I've enjoyed. I've eaten. I've drink. Now I think it's time for me to trust someone else. Guys, whoever you guys trust as a country, you know that can be able to serve you well, let it be. You know what I'm saying? That is not in Zimbabwe. It's always holding on to something. Like I told you before, that my daddy, he trusts me with a lot of things. So I said, Ruby, please check if the 100% result released by ZEC up to 100. No. They are not 100%. They were actually more than 100% during the day. But I also heard people saying that they were removed from the website. I never checked because I didn't really have time. But I heard my sister say to me, those results have been removed from their website. Because I think people kept on saying on Twitter, the results don't align. And they went immediately to remove them because they knew that it's a problem. Yeah, Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, the whole body failed to calculate. Like, I don't understand. I really don't. Chigumba she's a well-learned person. I respect her so much. She speaks eloquent. She's intelligent. But whatever is going down there, only God knows what it is. But at some point, it really has to stop like now. It has to stop. Our people are hurting. Our kids really want a better life. Those rerun, do anything. I think rerun, if we can have outside observers, yes, it's going to work. Because, now we're going to get a legitimate leader. It's called Zanupf Electoral Commission. Agreed, easy, agreed. I don't think I would want to call it Zimbabwe. It's like Zanupf because it's just saving only one party. Do you know that us as Zimbabweans, we feel like we're not even Zimbabweans. We feel like we are not Zimbabweans. And that's actually the most painful part. Someone was saying that during the day, that we don't feel like we're Zimbabweans. We are being sidelined. If you don't want to bootlick me, it's tough, you don't get anything. So we are forced to bootlick people in order for us to survive, which is very sad. It's really, 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 really sad. I'm not going to lie. I know, guys, you are all I'm going to say is things are going to turn around for good soon. Something's happening in the background, so relax. Things are going to turn around soon. We're going to have a better Zimbabwe, you and me. We're going to enjoy this country. We're going to celebrate together. Once again, I want to send my shout out to everyone who joined us just now, because I saw some people coming through. Where are you watching us from? Because I'm about to close in the next 5 minutes, so that at least we can rest and I can meet you guys tomorrow. Let's check what's happening on our streets. And you guys, you're more than welcome to share with me some of the stories that you come across, because we would want to walk through together. There are things that I can miss. Are they going to prison, all these criminals? They should, because definitely prison is meant for criminals. So if, as long as you're a criminal, notwithstanding that you once wear camouflage, or you once wear a suit, you once been in this position, as long as you're a criminal, you should be able to face the mighty wrath of the law and really, suffer the consequences of your actions. So I personally think that every person who committed a crime should go to prison. Kana mushida kuona zvinoitika eti mupengo zanu ipei food 5 years. Hey, don't go there, my angel. The 5 years, the way they disrespect America, they forgot that America is more advanced in technology. Yeah, no, man, it's just it's an scapegoat. He likes to use that word a lot, that you're a puppet of the worst all the time. He did the same thing, Muchangwa, today. He had a meeting in Newsroom Africa, and I heard him saying that to the journalists, that the agenda of Mumba and Hichilema is for them to actually, they're being used by the West to destroy us. Do you think America is sitting not thinking about destroying Zimbabwe? That is already destroyed. Do you think America is sitting around and said, we need to destroy Zimbabwe? Do you really think that America is stopping when people are kind of, checking their stocks right now as we speak? They're checking the markets, they're trading there, they're signing deals, $billion deals. They can think about a country that is actually sick as we speak. To say, no, we need to destroy Zimbabwe. We need to destroy Mutangwa. We need to destroy America. Of all the places, America? All those are just rhetorics. It's not even correct. It's just a lie. Crocodile, he looks like he needs to be someone's kindly grandpa on the arm, not someone in the wheel of power. No, I really think that it's time for him to rest, really. Personally, I think it's time for the president to rest. And, one thing that I want to say is, even in Zanupf, there also are some young people, young blood. Give them a chance. We don't need to have only the opposition. You see, the danger that we are having right now is only the opposition that have a young person who's fighting to be in the space. On the other side, these people are what? Rumbindi More so good. Hi, Godfrey Nyati. Hi, Godfrey. How are you doing? Godfrey Nyati. Kumata. Okay. Hi, Godfrey. How are you doing? Matanda or something. Okay, yeah, I'm tanned or something. What are you saying? And kicks Zanupf and ANC same babies, my brother, but forget about that one. Yeah, ANC and Zanupf, it's the same WhatsApp group. Apparently, I'm not expecting anything. If it was me from Malema or someone that has really been speaking heavily, is the one that opened a new part recently, and also Action SA has been speaking boldly as far as the issues of Zimbabwe are concerned. Opposition parties really kind of siding with the Zimbabweans, not the opposition, the Zimbabweans. I don't want to say opposition as if, no, the Zimbabweans. It's just an alternative. So, hi Edson, how are you doing? Edson Barrow, how are you doing? What's happening? Are you good? Welcome to the show. Welcome. And it's fascinating. It's exciting. Guys, I want to ask you a question. What time do you think is the best time? Can we start this show around 7 rather, or 8 p.m.? Please, I would like you guys to tell me what time do you think is the best time, especially in the evening. What time do you think is best time? Central African time, please. Don't forget, I'm in South Africa, so Central African time, 7 p.m. Great. So it says 7 p.m. is perfect. I also told my family that I think 9 p.m. is a bit late, 8, my cake, 100%. So we're going to start a little bit earlier than the time. I hope I even missed March, 10 p.m. No, Farai, I'm almost leaving. I was here at exactly 9. Hey, so I've been here for 1.5 hours. So people are saying 7, 8 p.m. So I think I will go with 7. 8 p.m. should be the latest if we are late. So definitely, so at least by 9, 9:30 it should be done. If we stretch, maybe chilling, we can chill and do 10 p.m. So we just see what's happening. Some people must go. Some SADC give us weapons. Guys, I'm also ready. Please give me a gun if you want to. I'm also ready for a fight. Like, I want to see a better Zimbabwe, so I'm ready to go in, guys. If our parents went to fight, you know, and Monica Mshangwa said they went to fight. They were in their early 20s actually. And I mean, guys, what can we do? We need to free ourselves from this monster, the system that is holding us at ransom for decades. We need to free ourselves from this. We're going to ask God for divine help so that we know what to do from here. But I'm sure our leaders are working tirelessly, prayerfully, and asking God for divine help. And I'm serious, guys. I'm ready to go. You can't kill Rumbi. You are too nice. I don't. I'm too nice and I'm gonna struggle with I'm not a fighter actually. Yo, whenever there's fight, I wanna slide, yo. I wanna run because you never know you can be hurt. Cry, my beloved. Yeah, they did. The country is in a mess, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. Zimbabwe needs to be rescued. Umbrella in Botswana also says something positive for Zimbabwe. Yes, hi Rumbi, Simba. Even Zimbabwean people in SA are not happy. Sure, you can say that again. Can I tell you something? This issue affected a lot of Zimbabweans. I can tell you, I wish I could screenshot my phone to show you how many people have been sending me messages, literally depleted. And I did not respond to them because I knew that it's going to make me feel bad. So I'm going to just be here and try to send some hope and encouragement. You know, I cannot carry those negative energies. They are too toxic. Then I'm going to find myself in the blankets and I cannot afford that. I need to leave. Because at the end of the day, God will come through for us. I'm praying hard that God should come through for us. Colette, how are you doing? Good to see you, Colette. Guys, for those that haven't subscribed to the channel, I'm asking you to subscribe to this channel, please, because we're going to have a party. By the way, I want to do cooking now. I'm going to start doing cooking. And when I cook, I want you guys to come along while we talk. And you can tell me what recipes do you like and what else do you want me to show you? What type of meals do you prefer me to cook so that we can all learn? And let me tell you, because for this, I'm doing it for men. So because I respect men, I think men deserves a first go. So I'm going to start by making mazondo, right? We're going to make mazondo and papa and vegetables because I think men deserves that treat. So we're going to start with men, you know, before we get to talk about women. Okay, let's take subscribers to 100K. Yes, guys, do this. We can. Together we can. I'm actually like praying literally that, guys, but let me be honest, guys, there's been many people subscribe to my channel. Like per day I could have like more than 150 subscribers. So guys, you've been doing me well and I appreciate you heavily. I appreciate you so much. I wasn't doing lives until I realized that no, man, they're actually useful because I can chat with people. Are you in Johannesburg? Yes, I am, John. Yes, I am. Let's share the link. Crazy. Yes, please, people, for those that haven't liked the live, please do make sure that you like the live and also share with your bodies so that we can keep each other, you know, a company, because we need one another. Especially this difficult time, we really need to share some joy, rub each other, so just keep on reminding each other that we are great people and we will make it up to the entire. We will do this. So, man, you have my treat. I swear, I can do it this Friday. This Friday, we are going to dine together. And I'm going to start earlier so that at least we can have a party. So I'm going to do this with you because I think you deserve some treat. So from me, right? You deserve. So guys, you're going to camp with me this coming Friday while we do some cooking. And yeah, oh my God, I can't wait to show you how I'm going to do it and how it's going to happen. It's going to be fun. Guys, I've had some time with you. I love you so much. Guys, I hope you guys are going to either sleep well or enjoy your day, for those that are actually enjoying the day. Because some of us, we are down here in the south, and we need to actually rest. And then I'll see you tomorrow, guys. And look out for a video that is coming up in the morning. I definitely still talking about some of the interviews that went down. This is actually a direct video. It's not going to be a live. If I happen to do a live during the day, I'm asking you guys to come along and let's have some fun, because I may be reporting some stuff early in the morning and also tell you what will be happening with the trends online. So until tomorrow, I love you so much and God bless you all. Sleep tight, and some of you enjoy your day and God bless you all. I love you.